Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hairy Muppet. Welcome back to another Daily Masters cast, and it is going to be a TvT. Down the bottom right side of the map, we do have Maru as our blue Terran player, and up the top left side of the map, we do have MMA as our red Terran player. So, a nice TvT after the nice ZVZ we had yesterday, and going to be very, very interesting to see how these guys match up. Now, I've actually had a pretty interesting day today. Basically, I woke up this morning, got out of bed, went down to the computer, and saw that my upload speed had basically been cut in. It's basically a quarter of what it was the previous night, and I went through all the blah 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 with the internet company trying to get it fixed. They couldn't figure it out, so they're going to have to send somebody over to have a look. And yeah, if you've been following me on Facebook, Twitter, or even on the channel, in the discussion section, I put some comments down. I put down that I may be missing out on some videos, and I still may be. What happened today was I went out today and I bought another modem, and that has helped. It's knocked to the speed. I was getting about 100 kilobytes a second upload. Then it switched down to 25 when I woke up this morning. It's back up to about 70 now after buying the new modem. But I'm still not 100% convinced that it's going to stay at 70 and that there still aren't problems. I'm pretty sure it wasn't just the modem. I'm pretty sure there's some other stuff going on. So definitely going to be chasing that up. I'm going to be trying to get that fixed as soon as possible. But I don't know, I mean, my internet connection is never going to be awesome, so sooner or later I'm going to have to do something very drastic to try and fix that. But for now, hopefully if it stays like that, then we probably won't actually need to drop any videos. We won't need to, I was getting worried that Daily Masters, I may not get them out every day, and that would of course be absolutely horrible, because I like the Daily Masters. I like constantly getting out a video every single day, and I definitely have a feeling that you guys like that as well, that you guys are enjoying the Daily Masters. So yeah, that's something that I'm going to keep on doing, and of course I love my tournaments as well, so I want to get Daily Masters and tournaments out, which is 2 videos a day approximately. That is I think my sweet spot right now, 2 videos a day. I could not possibly hope to get out more than that, and I really don't want to get out less than that in order to have the Daily Masters and the tournaments slash ladders slash fan games slash whatever the hell else I do. So yeah, that's definitely how I want it to be at the moment, and we'll just have to hope that the internet holds out. Anybody else listening to this from Australia, you know what I'm talking about. You know the sort of pain I'm going through. You may be a little bit close to the exchange and have a little bit better stuff, or you may be one of those really lucky bastards on the NBN, but most of you are feeling this sort of pain the same as me. So there we go, we will struggle through it together. And both of these guys actually going for a very fast Stargate for both of them. Starport, sorry. It looks like he's going to go for a Banshees, fast Banshees, and we already have a Tech Lab down here, so it's going to be the same thing over there. And somehow both players, it looks like we're going to go for Banshees for both players. There we go. There's the Cloak and Banshee for Maru. A little bit behind MMA's, but still going to be equally as terrifying. And Maru choosing to complement his Banshee with some Hellion tech, while MMA choosing to complement his Banshee with some Widowmine tech. So both very, very interesting options. We have seen Banshees and Hellions used in conjunction. And they're pretty good, man, because the Banshees tend to occupy a lot of the forces that would otherwise be targeting the Hellions, so the Hellions get a bit more freedom. But this Widowmine going down, oh, that Hellion did not stand a chance. Obviously, the single target damage from this guy is going to be more than enough. 125 actually does bonus damage towards shields. I did not know that. And yes, 125, definitely enough to take out the Hellion. The Banshee going to come across here, and they're very, very close. I don't know if they saw each other, but I feel like they may have. And do we have missile turrets on the way? So this guy sees the Banshee, and that guy is going to go down. We do have a missile turret coming down from Maru. And I don't know if MMA realizes what's going on, but he's actually got a Raven. So he's 2 steps ahead of the game right now. Getting out a Raven so he doesn't need to just rely on the scans. And that Banshee getting chased away quite a bit. Here comes the Raven. And the Raven going to be seeing this guy very, very easily. And he's going to get chased away. And yeah, both guys doing a pretty good job. Although MMA not quite having... He's getting a Raven now, but he chose to get the missile turret first. And given this Banshee has a pretty nice range, he can actually afford to hit quite a bit of stuff. So he's going to do quite a bit more damage than his counterpart coming out for Maru. And yeah, there we go. He's going to run away. Got a little bit too close to the missile turret now. But 50 energy. And these Marines just trying to get in a good position. But really, really nice. And he is going to have to get out of there. Meanwhile, the Banshee's coming in here. The Raven's over this side. So he's got to get over there. He's actually got a Raven and a Viking, but he's got to worry about this one as well. This one over the other side. That is the original Banshee, I feel like, and he's getting a ton of worker kills right now. So doing a very, very good job. Yeah, the second Banshee, definitely MMA. I don't know if he was expecting that, but definitely caught him by surprise. Got quite a few worker kills, and so far, both players going for very, very tech heavy, very, very fast, and not really getting the expansions out straight away. I mean, Maru is only just now building his expansion. MMA has had his expansion up for a while, but has not moved it over there, so that's going to be moving over there right now. And if we have a look at the income tab, Maru is actually a bit ahead, so MMA, I feel like he did more damage, but it may have been damage to Marines for the most part, and not so much towards the workers, because he did have that missile turret scaring them away, whereas MMA just went straight into the Marines and hit them quite hard. But overall, I don't think he killed Maru. I don't think he killed as many. But here we go, MMA actually getting out a sizable force of Marines and a couple of siege tanks, and this is going to be interesting. Maru also with a couple of siege tanks. And yeah, these guys are very, very evenly matched so far. He actually needs to bring the Raven over here because he's got to be worried. He's got the Raven over there, knocking away this Banshee, but might be nice to have it over here because this Banshee over there definitely could be doing some damage. Maru got to move out, and one Marine coming out is going to get destroyed quite quickly. The Banshee's going in and going to get knocked away quite easily. But a couple of tanks scaring away those Marines as they try and get in range. So I'm actually quite surprised that he had vision up there. He must have done a scan to hit those guys. But really, really great offense. And MMA going to back off a little bit. He doesn't like the high ground advantage that Maru had. He after the scan finished, he could have moved the siege tanks over here and just shelled him all damn day. So he's going to pull back. And now the high ground is not going to be close enough to really do anything. One more Banshee coming back in here, and there are a bunch of Marines, and this Viking Raven combo still going strong, and this Banshee is not going to survive to do anything else. He's just running at the moment, but there he goes. Another Banshee goes down, and a couple of Vikings with the help of a scan going to take it out. There is a Banshee over here waiting to go in and do some damage. I feel like he can knock off this gas very easy. There's not really that much defenses here. And here we go, Maru just able to hit that Widow Mine. And yeah, not really much else they can do though, because MMA is pretty much set up here, and I don't think he can get in a position where he's not getting shelled. There we go. He's actually with that scan, he's actually a little bit on the high ground, and just managed to get 2 of those tanks hitting that tank. So definitely did a great job there. And a couple of Seeker missiles there on the tank. The tank cannot move, but the Marines really, really should have been moving out of the way there. And this Raven's going down, is definitely going to be bad at the moment. And looks like a full-on engagement. The Marines all moving in. The tanks from MMA all getting taken out. The Marines having to back up a little bit. And overall, with 4 tanks for Maru and only 1 for MMA, he is not going to win this battle. He just has no hope anymore. So he's going to have to back off, but he's actually got his own 3rd base out already, which is going to be very, very scary in the next couple of minutes, because I do not think he can defend it. I mean, he's got a half decent amount of forces, maybe. Actually, a lot of that supply is all workers. So, yeah, his actual army capacity right now, not very good at all. And facing off against 4 tanks is going to have quite a bit of pain trying to get those guys out of the way. He has barely any army at the moment. And Maru not even going for the 3rd base, didn't even think there would be something there. So he's just going to go straight for the expansion. Pushing in with a nice line of siege tanks and a Banshee coming in there. And the Banshee's actually going to get a beautiful ranged attack on the tank here. And the Marine's going to try and push out, but they get scared away straight away by the tank. So some really, really good positioning here from Maru to get a beautiful range on the siege tanks to protect that Banshee. Their Marines coming down, trying to hit the Banshee, didn't quite get it. And MMA going to have to give the GG for this game. So really, really nice game from both players. Very, very even sort of tactics. Both going for the exact same builds, pretty much. A Widowmine and a Hellion here, sort of the difference. But yeah, in the end, MMA just pushed himself a little bit too close here. And then he backed off and Maru pushed out with the superior number of tanks. So I feel like he had the reinforcement advantage here, being a little bit closer. And MMA also did not reinforce as much as he could have. He went straight for the 3rd base instead of getting a ton more Marines out here and a couple more tanks. And that really, really did not work out for him. So he definitely got knocked back quite hard in this battle here because he did not have the forces. And there we go. Pretty good game. TvT, always fun. And thank you very much for watching this game. This has been Hairy Muppet. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Stay tuned.